This is a CBS7 First Alert Weather Day. Now, an update from the First Alert Weather Center.
Good evening, everybody. Today it has been a First Alert Weather Day, and also tomorrow will be one as well. Looking at our live radar, we're going to go ahead and zoom in on some of the thunderstorm activity we still have going on in the area. We have a flash flood warning still in effect for Pecos and Terrell counties. This is not because it's raining at the time, but because we have flow on the river, the Pecos River, as we have a lot of rain fell in this area earlier today. And then also looking at the significant weather advisory you still have going up for the areas just north of Ira and Crockett County. Y'all are dealing with hail that's nickel size, 0.88 inches in diameter, and winds of up to 50 miles per hour. So there still are some relatively strong storms in the area, but luckily we've tapered on down from what we were dealing with earlier. Temperatures across the area are still sitting at the 81-degree mark here in Odessa and Midland, 79 for y'all out in Big Spring, 78 in Big Lake, 82 in Dryden, and then 86 in Pecos. So it's still warm as well. Winds are coming out of the southeast at 20 miles per hour in Odessa, 23 in Midland, and 21 in Wink, gusting up to 31 in Odessa, 32 in Midland, and also 32 in Wink. That southeasterly wind's going to be helping to bring in some more moisture, which will give us will be one of the ingredients that we're going to need for tomorrow's severe weather event. This time tomorrow, we're going to be seeing some more scattered thunderstorm activity. This one being, again, the risks being large hail, damaging winds, but we cannot also rule out the possibility for a tornado.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for CBS7 News on the CW. And thanks to those of you joining us live on the CBS7 YouTube. I'm Lauren Munt. Let's talk some more about the severe weather across the state. The latest edition of Future Trends of Extreme Weather in Texas reported the acceleration of extreme weather conditions across the state. And the report was produced by the Texas State Climatologists in collaboration with Texas 2036. It's a nonpartisan think tank. The Texas State Climatologist at Texas A&M, Dr. John Nielsen Gammon, says 100-degree days used to be rare.
As temperatures go up, they start passing certain thresholds. So, for example, 100-degree days used to be pretty rare. During the summertime, we could go an entire year without seeing 100 degrees. By 2036, we could be seeing an ordinary year having more than a month's worth of 100-degree days.
He also mentioned that the extreme temperatures could also bring around extreme weather and natural disasters, like flooding and increased risk of wildfires. We've got continuing coverage for you now. Safe Place of the Permian Basin now has a new $25 million facility in Midland, and they're now able to help even more domestic violence survivors. The new facility, built entirely off of donations, is hidden in plain sight. It's located just off of Andrews Highway. The new building is more visible than the last one, but it's under 24-hour surveillance with private units for families and indoor playgrounds for kids. Meals, transportation, and other assistance is still provided. Plus, non-residential services have also expanded. All of that combined is helping families stay even longer.
The clients that have moved in here, some moved from the other building and have expressed to us how much safer they feel being here. Yes, we have a sign on the highway, and that's intentional because we believe this is a community issue. It's happening here. We need people to know where they can go for help.
If you or someone that you know is experiencing domestic violence, you can call Safe Place's 24-hour hotline. That's 432-570-1465. And earlier today, Senator John Cornyn met with the Midland and Odessa Chambers of Commerce to talk about upcoming projects in the Permian Basin, like the new health center that's opening next year, transportation and infrastructure, and also about President Biden's liquefied natural gas export freeze. And gas prices in the U.S. may have hit their peak for the spring and possibly the year. As of this afternoon, the national average for a gallon is $3.66. That's according to AAA. That's down a penny from last week, and analysts say fuel costs could continue falling over the next few weeks due to a number of factors. Some of those include the end of spiking oil prices, I should say, and record-setting crude production in the United States. Gas prices are currently above $4 per gallon in 7 states. All of those are located on the West Coast. And California has the most expensive gas in the U.S., where it's $5.40 a gallon. And mark your calendar for June 29th because country music star and three-time Grammy Award winner Miranda Lambert will perform live in concert at Midland's Momentum Bank Ballpark. It's called Music on the Diamond, and that's the new initiative being launched by Rockhounds owners, Diamond Baseball Holdings. Since acquiring the team in 2022, DBH has made a lot of major improvements to the Rockhounds fan experience.
They've just given us so many resources and so much direction. And then, of course, that includes being able to book Miranda Lambert.
10,000 tickets are available for what is expected to be the biggest concert in Rockhounds history, but they're going fast.
Get your tickets quick. They're going to sell out for sure. I mean, we still have 2 months until the event, so it's going to sell out. We're already about 35% sold. So get your tickets as soon as you can. Go to midlandrockhounds.org.
Diamond Baseball Holdings hopes the series will expand to more artists and ballparks over the coming months and years. And speaking of the Rockhounds, the team is on the road tonight, where they faced the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Midland comes in at a 500 over their last 10 games and has a 1-game lead over the Frisco Rough Riders. And a new sports facility is coming soon to Greenwood. It's called the C4 Athletic Club. This will be a 112,000 square foot facility, and it's going to have sports of all types, including football, soccer, pickleball, basketball, volleyball, and batting cages. For baseball and softball, this space has something for everyone, no matter the age.
I'm most excited about for some adult leagues that she's going to bring to the table. And then also having the kids, we are limited on practice space for my son's flag football, my daughter's cheerleading, and just having that space to allow them to really give it their all.
For more information on this organization, you can visit our website at CBS7.com. And the bi-district round of UIL baseball is just days away. We've got quite a few teams looking to make a deep run this year. Take a look. The Legacy Rebels will be heading to El Paso to play Eastwood on Thursday at 7:30. Over in Lubbock, the Greenwood Rangers will be up against West Plains at 7 o'clock. And on Friday, the Midland Bulldogs will be at home to face El Paso Eastlake. The Permian Panthers will be on the road for when they head over to the Americas to face the Trailblazers. And the Crane Golden Cranes, they'll face Littlefield. And the Andrews Mustangs will face the Canyon Eagles in Plainview. And taking it over to the area round of softball, the Coahoma Bulldogettes will face Holiday this Thursday at 3:30 in Clyde. The Forsan Lady Buffaloes will head up to Lubbock Coronado this weekend. Game 1 of their series will be at Thursday at 5 o'clock. And the Reagan County, they'll be in Greenwood on Thursday when they face Anson. As for the Stanton Lady Buffaloes, they'll face Shallow Water Lady Mustangs on Thursday. That time is TBD. In the Midland High Lady Dogs, they'll face VR Eaton on Friday in Abilene. Lastly, the Alpine Lady Bucks will head over to Amarillo River Road this Friday at 6 in Big Spring. For even more local sports coverage, be sure to tune in to CBS7 News at 10 for sports with sports director Jair Brooks Davis. And summer vacation is fast approaching. It's a time for sun, fun, and learning. Yes, you heard that right, learning. Research shows that students' brains need to stay active in order to avoid the summer slide. And Ector County ISD is providing resources to provide the spark to encourage learning. This evening, ECISD hosted a Summer Spark event to show students and parents where to get those learning resources.
It's important for the kids to stay active, to not only just their brains, but also physically moving around. And so we have a great mix of activities to include online resources and offline that parents may or may not know about.
If you missed tonight's event, you can find all of the information about Summer Spark on ECISD's website. And today was Odessa College's second annual Community and College Career Fair. Representatives from 47 companies in over 9 different industries were scouting talent at the event. But representatives from OC were also present to provide information about programs offered by the college, from workforce training to educational options to how to get ready to interview.
Even if you don't feel adequately prepared to talk to employers just yet, we have services available here at Odessa College to help you prepare for an interview or learn how to dress for success. So there's a lot of services that go beyond just the event that's going on today. We're here to serve the community, and we want to make sure that, everyone gets the support that they need.
If you missed this year's fair, don't worry. Odessa College plans to make it bigger and better next year. We're keeping an eye on your money now, where more than 23 million Americans will see their internet bills go up next month. That's because April is the last month the Affordable Connectivity Program is fully funded. With the program, more than 23 million households, half of whom are military families, are getting between $30 and $75 off their monthly internet bill. The White House says they have money to partially fund the program through the end of May, but after that, unless congressional Republicans vote to extend the program, it'll be out of money.
There's a lot of folks who are, they're struggling to make ends meet, and these sorts of investments provide a lifeline. And we need to understand that high-speed internet is not a luxury; it's a necessity across America. It's like water; it's an essential public necessity that should be affordable and accessible to everyone. That's what the president believes.
The White House is calculating that Texas has received over $980 million from the program, about $52.2 million every month. And the White House has been asking congressional Republicans to support an extension of the program since October, but so far their requests have gone unanswered. Still ahead, anti-war protests across the nation are continuing to rise, and situations are escalating even more. We've got the latest next. A major escalation in the protest at Columbia University, where demonstrators against the war on Gaza have now broken into a building on campus. Tensions are also rising at other campuses, including the University of Texas, Austin, where police pepper sprayed protesters. Tom Hansen reports.
Social media footage shows dozens of masked protesters using hammers to break into and overtake Hamilton Hall, an academic building at Columbia University, just before 1 a.m. The group can be seen inside running around, with some placing chairs and tables in front of the doors, barricading themselves in. They also took the second floor, unraveling this banner and reclaiming the building as Hens Hall in honor of a 6-year-old girl who was killed in Gaza this year. And despite the university's calls to disband an encampment on campus, students set up a second one overnight. Earlier on Monday, students continued to call on the university to cut ties with companies they say profit from Israel's war in Gaza. But some say the protests on and off Columbia's campus have created a hostile environment for students.
The rhetoric that's led to harassment and anti-Semitic tropes has gone unchecked.
Meanwhile, similar demonstrations took place across the U.S. Dressed in riot gear, police pepper sprayed protesters on the University of Texas campus Monday.
Open your eyes! Look up! Look up!
As a group blocked the path of a van carrying arrested demonstrators and pushed back against state troopers. The violence marks the second time in days that police have broken up protests on the Austin campus, detaining dozens of people as the state's governor vowed no encampments will be allowed. And school officials say those tents need to be cleared out so that they can prepare for that May 15th graduation ceremony. The students we spoke to, though, say they have no plans to move unless their demands are met or they are physically removed. Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
And we've had some severe thunderstorms earlier this evening, but we are expecting some more to occur tomorrow. That's prompted a First Alert Weather Day. We'll give you all those details coming up next.
This is a CBS7 First Alert Weather Day. Now an update from meteorologist Justin Lopez.
Good evening, everybody. It seems like our storms have started to really taper on down from what we were dealing with earlier. Earlier, we saw a report of baseball-sized hail. Luckily, right now, looking at our radar, we just have a couple of showers and storms passing through. We still do have a significant weather advisory, but it's about to expire here in the next few minutes. It is for Crockett County, and we're dealing with nickel-sized hail in some spots of the storm, but like I said, it's starting to deteriorate a little bit more. And our wind speeds, we're up to 50 miles per hour, but as you can see, we are still dealing with a couple of showers, but not necessarily in Sheffield. So they are still dealing with that flood advisory, mostly because of the runoff from those showers upstream. That's still for Terrell and Pecos County. Then we also have some showers popping up just near the Rio Grande Valley. So looking at our severe weather outlook for tomorrow, though, we are expecting to see some more thunderstorm activity develop, but this time become a little bit more scattered compared to today. Our main threats are once again going to be large hail and damaging winds. This does include Midland, Odessa, and Big Spring and areas to the northeast of that. So we can't also forget that there is going to be a slight, very slight chance of tornadoes tomorrow. 1 or 2 tornadoes are a possibility. Futurecast is showing that things for the rest of this night are going to calm down and clear out, but we're going to get moisture to flow back into our area overnight, especially in the morning. That will cause some cloud coverage, kind of similar to what we saw earlier today. Clouds are going to dissipate, but then storm activity is going to start firing up around 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon, getting into Midland, Odessa area by around 5, 6, pushing off toward the east, out toward Abilene, and then eventually toward the Dallas area. Once again, those storms do have the potential to become severe, so you really want to stay tuned with us here on CBS 7. Temperatures across the area are sitting at the 80-degree mark in Midland, 81 in Odessa, and 78 in Big Spring. Winds are coming out of the southeast at 20 miles per hour for Odessa, 23 in Midland, 21 out in Wink. And we are looking at a red flag warning for tomorrow because we're going to be dealing with dryline storms. So on the west side of that dryline, we're going to have very, very low humidity and also gusty winds from the southwest. So that will be prompting some critical fire weather. Please avoid burning if you can. Now tonight our temperatures are going to be dropping down to 65 degrees for Odessa, Midland, 66 for Big Spring, 64 in Monahans. That's because of all that moisture that we'll have flowing in and the fact that we'll have a couple of clouds passing through. Otherwise, we're going to be dealing with generally tomorrow sunny skies, but then in the afternoon we'll get cloud coverage and storms to develop. We'll hit a high of 89 for Odessa and Midland, Big Spring 88 in Alpine, 96 for Presidio. And in that 10-day forecast, we're going to see showers for your weekend coming back into the forecast. Otherwise, temperatures remaining in the 80s and 90s.
ByteDance has 9 months to sell TikTok to the United States before it gets banned. Up next, how it's influencing Texas influencers. President Joe Biden has signed a bill that could lead to a nationwide TikTok ban. The bill gives TikTok's Chinese parent company until next January to sell the app, or it'll be banned in the United States. Julia Lewis spoke with a Texas TikTok creator about how the law could affect her.
Outfit of the day check. Jeans.
Caroline Dobbs is a student at Texas A&M and a lifestyle content creator on TikTok.
I ended up just falling in love with making funny short form videos. I mostly just do like lifestyle content and things like that now.
Caroline first became viral 2 years ago when she filmed a comedy video with her dad.
It just went exponentially viral, and I think that my following skyrocketed from there, so I give all of that gratitude to my dad.
This online platform has turned into a side hustle for Caroline. If banned, she would lose that extra income.
It is such a fun platform, and there's so many funny videos that I think that I've liked or saved, and and I'm going through my content now. I'm like, I need to save everything, and I need to, repurpose that content, maybe like post on Instagram Reels.
Experts say the ban would change daily life for content consumers.
It'll affect the users in consuming the TikTok type of social media. It'll also affect a lot of average influencers. We all consume social media, and some of us are more addicted than others, but all of us depend on social media with our friends.
In Bryan, Julia Lewis, News 3.
Still ahead, one Texas ice cream shop is all smiles on the last day of Autism Awareness Month. We'll tell you all about it next. All right, before we go, if you didn't know, April is Autism Awareness Month, and one Texas-based business is spreading joy with a special group of employees serving up sweet treats. The special needs employees at Howdy Homemade's Ice Cream in Katy, Texas, were all smiles on Tuesday. The business was inspired after the cousin of owner Roderick Basin, who had Down syndrome, passed away. Batson said he wanted to create job opportunities for people like his cousin and change the perceptions about autism. That's absolutely incredible.
That
Very
is.
great
That's
thing
amazing.
to have in that community. I think I might need to take a trip to Katy for some ice cream.
Yeah, I'll
It's
join
kind of
you.
a long drive for some ice cream, but I'll do it.
I
And
mean,
it's
not
been some
that
hot
far.
weather for ice cream
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's been some hot weather, but we're going to be seeing some more intense weather for tomorrow. And we all remember we had some severe weather earlier today. We're going to have the same potential for tomorrow, but we're going to be seeing also potential for large hail, damaging winds, maybe a tornado. Keep tuned with us on that, by the way.
On the CBS7 app, First Alert Weather app, we've got the website, on air, online, everything, on social media. If you don't already follow Justin Lopez on there, he'll be keeping you up to date on everything. Sawyer McElroy, she'll be up there as well, keeping you up to date on everything happening in the Permian Basin tomorrow, weather-wise, which sounds like it's going to be a lot.
Yeah, no, like today we had things a little bit more isolated. Tomorrow things are going to be a little bit more on the scattered side. So again, however you can get updates, you're really going to want to pay attention to them.
All right, stay safe and stick with us tomorrow. Thanks for watching CBS7 News at 9. We've got more news coming up tonight at 10.